In the backdrop of US imposing tariffs on Canada, Mexico and China, it is important to know what is tariff and what are the effects of tariff on exports and imports. Tariff refers to the duty imposed on import and export of goods. Tariff is imposed on one country by another country to make the price of the imported goods equal to the domestic goods. So if tariff is imposed on imported goods, it discourages to import products. For example, USA have increased the tariff on Chinese imports to 20% from 10% because the Chinese products are cheaper than the American products made indigenously. So to play a level playing market and to increase the demand of domestic market, tariff is imposed on Chinese good. In case of exports, tariff is imposed on the exported goods to discourage the exports and to make goods available in the domestic market. For example, India imposed 40% of export duty on onions on May 2024 as to discourage the export and to make onion available to Indian market at affordable prices, as the onion prices in India is skyrocketing. We have seen what is a tariff and why it is imposed on imports and exports. Let us discuss tariff barriers. If tariff obstructs free flow of trade and the policy instruments which obstruct trade are called barriers to trade. There are two types of barriers to trade, namely tariff barriers and non-tariff barriers. Tariff barriers refer to duty imposed on exports and imports like import duties or custom duties, which we have seen in the above lectures. Non-tariff barriers are instruments and administrative measures taken by the domestic government to discriminate foreign goods in favor of the domestic goods, like quota, production subsidies, export subsidies, etc. Quota. It fixes a limit on the amount of trade that can take place. Only a fixed quantity is allowed to be exported or imported. Production subsidies. Production subsidies are given by the government to producers to produce more, like subsidies given to solar panels, etc. They may be in the form of raw materials at low cost, credit at low interest, or tax concessions, etc. Export subsidies. It is given by the government to increase the export in the form of transport subsidies and low cost shipment credits. Packing requirements. By fixing high standard in packing of a product, it pushes up the cost of the product, so the import comes down. So to discourage imports, packing requirements is imposed as non-tariff barriers. Health, sanitary and safety regulations. It refers to import restrictions on health and safety grounds. To discourage imports, the government fixes higher level of norms on imports. Thanks for watching this video.